Your host, Seth Hoffman. Pleasure to be here. We have a great show with my wonderful guest, Gerard Bezzeg. Stay tuned for some songs and stories and all good things. All right. Well, it's a beautiful day. I've got my good friend here, Gerard. How are you today, Gerard?
I'm doing okay, thanks.
Okay, well, I have to tell you, I'm doing slightly better because you're here, and that happens every time I see you, which I thank you for.
Well, I'm doing good because I'm with you, yes.
Well, we're in good company then. All right, well, as we're approaching Thanksgiving, winter coming, all these things, one of the reasons I love to have the show is there's so much heaviness in the world. It's nice to highlight and feature some positive things, some things that bring our spirits up, things that inspire us. So I'm going to start us off with a little song called Patience and Passion, something that I always try to get a little bit more of, and then we will get into it. So here we go. The song is called Patience and Passion. I hope you've got lots of patience and passion out there. My letter today will be your tomorrow, your letter today will be my tomorrow too. I've got something to learn. If you will teach me, I'll give back in return. I know you can reach me and patience and passion. There's a whole lot of all that here in patience and passion. It's gonna be a real good year in patience and passion. Open up a brand new door in patience and passion. Be the way you never been before and shoot. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boo-doo-doo. Those are different times, those are other days. It's so hard to believe you're so far away. Here we are together across the world somehow. It's my morning, you're not, but it's the same right now. And patience and passion. There's a whole lot of all that here in patience and passion. It's gonna be a real good year in patience and passion. Open up a brand new door in patience and passion. Be the way you never been before and shoot. Dum bo dum boom. Boom boom ba dum boom 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 boom. All right, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. All right, so that's called Patience and Passion, and again, I hope we all do our best. Gerard, how has your patience and patience and passion been lately today?
Holding up.
Okay, I would first off, I want to just let folks know how I got to know this wonderful fella, Gerard. Gerard actually had a show on public access similar to this, and I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about that show, which I was very honored to be a guest some time ago. What can you tell us about that show?
Well, it was called Hello in There, after a famous song of the previous period.
Hello in there. Is that the one?
I think it was the Beatles, but no, who was it?
John Prine.
John Prine.
Beautiful, yes.
Yeah, Hello in There, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't mind my using it.
I'm sure he was honored. Oh my gosh. He said, now finally the song will get out there.
It's out there. And
What?
I used to have a quilt for my backdrop. I changed it once in a while.
Yes,
But
yes.
it was my wife.
Yes.
She did a marvelous quilts.
Yes, you have a
Portrait quilts.
yes. And what can you tell me some of the guests you had? Any memorable guests or experience or
Oh my gosh,
stories that happened from that show?
You know, every one of my guests was included here. was amazing. Frank McCullough, Melody Mock. Who? Debbie Miller Gutierrez.
Okay.
She was amazing. Yes.
Okay. And what was the format of the show? There was some music. Would you start off with a song commonly, or how did you?
Sometimes I did. Sometimes I just introduced people and let them
do their thing.
do their thing. It depends on who it was and what they had.
Yes. Would you do us the honor of playing a song? I think you had mentioned maybe perhaps De Colores might be one of the
I think I got it.
songs. It would be such a treat to hear you.
And I have it right here. What a coincidence.
Perfect. What are the chances? What are the chances?
Yeah, wow. TV, what an amazing.
Yes.
We shall do it.
We shall. Let's do it.
Colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Oh, canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 las gallinas con el cara, 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 los polluelos con el pío, 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 pío. Por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. ¡Ay!
Qué bonita la canción.
Muchas
Me
gracias.
gusta
Thank
mucho.
you. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful song. Oh.
Used to hear my mom playing it on the piano.
Is that that was gonna be my next question. If you could tell me a little bit about your background, how you got into music, a little bit about your family growing up. What can you tell us about that?
Well, my mother, Garcia Sanchez, and from her ancestors from the first wave of Spanish that came into New Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah, 1598.
Wow. So you know your family history
They're
back
here
then.
in New Mexico.
Incredible.
And of course, then during the Second World War, she was helping her sister, whose husband was in the Navy,
Mm-hmm.
and she was in Nevada, of all places, for Navy people. You know,
Wow,
but-
go figure.
and that I guess, and a Navy guy from the coast came and on leave,
Mm-hmm.
and his name was Emery
Uh-huh.
Bezzeg, and they met, and
Do you know anything about how they met? Do you know the story of was it at a diner or just somewhere
I believe
in
it
the
was
park?
it was out like in a park.
Really?
And no, my daughters know.
It was a casino a dance at a casino.
A
Oh,
dance at
yeah,
a
that's
casino.
Yeah.
Now we're getting
Yeah.
somewhere. Okay.
And this Hungarian guy and this Spanish lady, and they just clicked.
Wow. Now that should be a movie. I can almost see that scene happening right now. These two. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. And so you said she played the piano, your mother?
Oh yeah, all these songs. Yeah, De Colores. She was always.
So is that your first memory of this song? Hearing your mother
Oh
playing
yeah,
it?
I believe so.
Wow.
And then of course Tiger Willie Chavez on Cars Radio.
Yeah.
his
And you're
show.
like, hey, the guy knows my mom's song. How about that? Wow. And did you grow up in a big family? Many siblings? How many people were
There was
in your family?
5 of us, 5 kids.
5 kids. And where was Gerard in
I
the
was,
mix?
I was the second.
You were the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
My older brother John, and then me,
Uh-huh.
and then Mary,
Uh-huh.
and then Eugene and Treese.
Wow. And did you all take to music? Were you the musician, or did everybody take some music?
You know, because of me, I think my younger brother Gene started playing the harmonica.
Okay.
And John, he played classical
Ah.
and flamenco, all kinds of stuff on
Really?
the guitar. Yeah.
Okay, so your family was
Music.
filled with music. And do you recall the first time you played music outside of your home, outside of your family, for an audience or in some type of public setting?
You know,
Or was it just you were always doing it? It's hard to know the first one.
well, I would play outside, yeah, but that's a good question. And
Thank you.
there was places in Belen that I'd go play in front of
Uh-huh.
stores.
Put like a little hat out, or just for the
I
people,
just,
or
I
just
just play.
play for the love of it, to spread the
Yeah.
goodness.
And I knew all these people, you know, E. Garcia's Grocery, Eva Garcia, and I went up there on
Yes.
the railroad tracks.
Yes.
Oh,
And so then, as you were getting into music, as you probably were hearing music on the radio, did you have a favorite artist or someone who really inspired you, who said, "I want to get this album," or when their songs came on the radio that they really
You know,
spoke to you?
on both sides of the Spanish, well, I had many. My mom was one, but there was a lot of Spanish singers that I just emulated, and I just wanted to emulate.
Yeah.
And my Uncle Gil and Aunt Pressy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, there's just,
So many. They've just all become a part of you.
yeah. And then I had my show,
Uh-huh.
and I met so many interesting.
Yeah, that's the best. What a great thing. I mean, one of the things I was so looking forward to our show today is I've known you, but there's so many things about you that I don't know that I was thinking, oh, I wonder this. Now I have the opportunity
Yeah.
to get to know my buddy a little better.
Well, you know, I already probably mentioned. I always say it, but I'll say it again
Yeah.
about the term coyote.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
The Spanish, they saw it as half wolf and half domestic dog. They said, "Oh, it can't be really." It was,
Okay, so that's where they
and
when you
so
were saying
half
coyote.
Spanish and half
Okay,
anything
so
else.
so you are
I'm coyote.
coyote. All right.
My mom was Garcia Sanchez
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
from the first Spanish that came through
Yes,
in
yes.
that family.
Yeah. And so so New Mexico is very much your roots. I know you had mentioned you've done some traveling. Where are some other places that you've lived or traveled that have shaped you?
Well, several places. I went to Chicago. I lived there for a while. And of course, I went right into the Mexican-American community. And they said, "Oh, you're from New Mexico." Oh, and they took me in right away.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long were you in Chicago?
Oh, I didn't stay long. I couldn't stand being away from New Mexico.
Yes, probably got to that first winter that said, see
You
ya.
know, and it wasn't even that.
Not
It
even
was
that.
just being away.
I can see. I mean, if that's where your roots and your family
Yeah.
are, it's hard to be.
And I had to meet my girl's mother,
Yes, of
who's
course.
also Coyote.
Ah, okay. So, a couple coyote, and now you have a family of coyote.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
They have 2 older sisters,
Okay, so you have 4
4 daughters.
daughters. Okay, well, and so 2 of them are right here,
Yeah,
literally
right
right here. And
And one is in Belen, and Loesa is
Still in Arizona.
still in Arizona, and your mom's there too with her. Oh, she's with Jen. Yeah.
okay. And did you play a lot of music for your girls growing up?
I played, yeah. And
Yeah,
when
you
they
grew
were
up
little, I
with
had them
music.
dancing and everything.
That is so sweet. That is so
All
sweet.
4 of my daughters.
Beautiful. What was the next song? Something about Ojitos. Was that the next
Ojitos
one you were gonna,
Verdes.
was that the one you were going to play next?
It probably was. I probably need the words, but
Sure.
okay.
I can't remember if that was going to be the second or the third one. But there it is, Ojitos Verdes. Ojitos Verdes, and for those folks who quienes lo entienden español, what is los Ojitos Verdes?
Green eyes.
The green eyes. Green eyes. Beautiful. And anything you can tell us about this song before you treat us with it?
Well, just that, first of all, my mom played it. She tried to sing.
So, dare I say your mother was your biggest musical influence?
Oh, for my youth, yes.
From the roots of the starting of your
Oh,
music.
yeah.
She planted that seed.
Well, she'd have, there was 5 of us,
Yes.
and we would be dancing right there behind her.
Incredible.
She'd be
What a
doing-
gift. What a
yeah.
gift. Incredible.
And-
Okay.
And and there she was, Spanish, from the first Spanish that came in, and my dad, Hungarian.
Yeah.
Just,
So do you speak, so you understand some, I know Spanish, of course, and did you pick up
No,
any
I-
Hungarian, or since no one else spoke Hungarian, he didn't speak much Hungarian?
no. He had siblings still in Ohio, but he didn't speak much either.
Okay. And did he learn some Spanish?
He
or,
did.
or was English the household language? more
English
so?
was, but
Yeah.
he did, he knew.
Okay. All right. Well, should we hear some Ojitos Verdes?
You need ojitos verdes.
Yeah,
aquellos.
how about it?
Aquellos.
Okay.
I think I have the right harp
Yeah. Sounds good.
so far.
So far, so good. Yeah. So far, so good.
I keep wanting to say hello in there.
Please do.
Hello out there.
For all of you who remember Gerard's wonderful show, hello out there, hello in there, hello.
Thank you, sir.
Ojalá que me recuerden, aunque sea de vez en cuando. Dicen que cuando suspiran aquellos ojitos verdes, me suspiran por la vida, porque todavía me quieren. Ay, 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 ¿dónde andarán esos ojitos que me hicieron suspirar? Ay, 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 ¿dónde estarán esos ojitos que no los puedo mirar? Cuando voy por esos campos y me fijo en los claveles, parece que estoy mirando aquellos ojitos verdes.
your mother for passing that song on.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. You know, I want to ask you, when you play your harmonica, when you play the harp, you have this vibrato, you know, and is that something, you know, it's kind of like, you know, like when these singers, is that a conscious thing, or is it just happens when you do it? Because I've heard some people do it, and I'm watching your mouth, and I'm saying, how is he doing that? Do you even know, or it just comes out?
It just happens.
That's just how it happens.
Yeah.
That's just how the spirits are working through you.
Through all that. And there it is. And I'm
Yes.
glad you like that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you. So we live in a time, I don't know if you watch the news much. I try not to. It's hard. We're surrounded by it, and there's all these things.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes can be tough to stay positive. There's things in the world, things in our own life. There's, you know, all the different things we're faced with. But as I was mentioning to you before the show, whenever I see you, and whenever I see anyone see you, really, you have a gift for kind of lighting people up.
Oh.
And you bring smiles, you bring good feelings. And I was just wondering, what do you do when you know, we're all human, we all have hard times and this and that, but what keeps you going over all these years? Surely you've like all of us have had challenges, but what keeps you going? What keeps your spirits up? What keeps that glow that is so contagious?
Well, I have different aspects of one thing, family. I got my daughters who really looking after me.
Yes, you're an inspiring family. It's beautiful. It's so
I've
wonderful.
got they have two other sisters.
Mm-hmm.
One, and Emily's with one now, but soon we'll be back together.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if anybody remembers the old show, Hello in There.
Oh,
Used to
yes.
have the quilt.
I sure remember
I
that.
had the quilt
And
out
so
there.
was that show a big source of your spirit, something that really fed you?
Oh, you know, I don't know if it so much fed me as I released it. Both.
But you know, I think that's one of the
Both.
ways we feed by giving and sharing is one of the most nourishing things you can do
because,
for our own
because
soul.
especially, you know, you do that in the anticipation of something coming back
Mhm,
good,
mhm.
and it always has.
Yes.
I mean, just right now.
Yeah. Exactly. And so, music has always been part of your life. What else did you do in your life? What are some other things you've done?
Oh my goodness. I think I just dropped my pick.
Oh, I will pick up your pick.
Pick it up. Did it go way over there? Wow.
There you go.
Here's a traveler.
It was
Just
a
like
traveling
me,
pick.
Just like I used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the question?
So what did you do? Like school, job, work, hobbies? Like what are some other stuff? So I know you as host of the show. Hello out there. A musician, just a man of the community. What are some other things you've done?
Well, when I was born and raised in Berlin, my aunt and uncle had a very famous at the time bakery and donut shop and cafe, Gil's Bakery,
Okay.
Gil Sanchez,
Mm-hmm.
and there I learned a lot from.
Did
there.
you work? Were you part of that?
I worked in the back for a while.
Okay.
My brother liked it up front as a waiter.
Yes.
He was never a good waiter.
Uh-huh.
I like to talk too much and I ignored
Yes.
the other aspect of it.
Yes.
You know, but in the back, I got along with all the people in the back. You know, the cooks and the dishwashers.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I was one.
Okay. Okay. And so that was in your youth. How old were you when you did
Oh
those
my
things?
goodness, how old was I when I started there? I was a teenager, and then into my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept contact. I was there for decades, you know,
Yes.
because they meant so much to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But my Uncle Gil and Aunt Prissy
Okay. And this was in Berlin.
in
you said?
Berlin.
Okay. And so that's where you raised your family. And
Yes. Well, it was just outside of Berlin.
Just outside of Berlin.
Tomé.
Okay. And then, So one of the first places we met, maybe the first place was, I'm not sure if we met at Java Joe's or I know that was one of our early places that
Or at the park?
Yeah,
Could have been.
yeah, I think it could have been there. How did you start playing at Java Joe's from living outside of Berlin to being a regular at Java Joe's? How did that happen? For those who are not familiar, Java Joe's is a very long-standing, true coffee shop of Albuquerque. It's one of the last remaining
Last of
true
its
ones.
breed,
Yes, yes. And how did you come to know Java Joe's and to perform there?
You know, I think I used to travel up into Albuquerque to do other things,
Mm-hmm.
and I happened to across from the park.
Yeah, sure.
that
From
part-
Robinson Park. I think.
Yeah, and it used to, and then there was Java Joe's. I said, "Oh, I'd love to play there."
And did you even know that was an option? You just saw, oh, there's a sign for a coffee shop, or
Yeah.
did you check it out, or you thought, oh, I wonder if there could be music there?
Well, it all happened pretty
Okay,
much
okay.
all at once.
And we're talking in the 90s here, or
Further back.
80s even,
No, after.
Oh, it was after the 90s. Yeah.
2000s
Yeah.
sometimes. Okay, so there you were. You saw, okay, let me check out this Java Joe's, and
Yeah.
then you walk in and take us back to that moment if you can remember.
If I can do that. Let's see. Well, I was actually, what I did was I started just hanging around with my guitar and harmonica
Okay,
out in the parking lot
got it.
early.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when they came by, then they saw me. And then all of a sudden, they both came out. Come on in.
Okay, so you said I'm gonna put myself out there. And then they invited you
They
in.
invited me in
Okay.
and play a song. I said, "Oh," and I did, and they said, well, would you mind, you can play after Frank McCullough.
Okay. Uh-huh. And so this time you didn't know Frank McCullough yet at that time?
No.
Okay, so that's how you came to meet him.
Mhm.
Okay, so they said you can play after Frank McCullough. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I had been coming and listening to him,
Okay.
so that's how I knew him.
Got it.
But then we became good friends.
Uh-huh.
And then I had my own public
your
access TV show. and
Okay,
I-
so Java Joe's came first and then the public
Oh,
access?
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
because I always mention Java Joe's in my show.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
'cause they brought me up.
Yeah, and I thank you for that because of meeting you and seeing you play there. I think you said, "Oh, you should see about playing there." You suggested
Oh,
it
yeah.
to me to play there, and so I did. And then I ended up playing there every Saturday for about 7 years or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
look at
Thanks
that.
to you, yeah. Yeah, it's a special place.
They've always had good stuff at Java Joe's.
Yeah, more than just coffee.
More than just coffee and scones.
And for I don't know if you watch TV. I don't watch much, but there was a show. Have you Breaking Bad?
Oh, yeah.
So you know that.
Oh, yeah.
So the upstairs was the hideout of one of the Tuco, one of the characters.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever had this experience, but I didn't watch the show till years after it was over. But I would be playing off it at Job Day. Maybe you'd have this, and people would stop in and take pictures. I thought, oh, I'm really starting to get know these people are taking pictures. Oh, I don't even know these people each week. And then someone totally said, yeah, this is part of the Breaking Bad reality tour. This is upstairs. So I was like, oh, I thought for sure I was really.
Made it hit the big time.
Yeah. So some people know Java Joe's is a place for Tucos.
Yeah. That's something else.
Yes. All right. Gerard, would you treat us to one more song?
Sure. Let's see, which one?
What was the next one that you had mentioned?
I don't know,
Should we check out the list?
Yeah, let's
Check out the notes here. What do we have here?
Well, what I have here is Aquellos Ojitos Verdes. I sang that.
Okay, there's that one. And what about?
And I have, here's the whole list. Okay.
Do we have the words?
We have De Colores.
De Colores. That was the first. Do you remember which the third one was? Flores.
Flor de las Flores.
Flores de las Flores. How about that? Does that sound good?
Or one of the.
Or one of your.
Yeah.
Would you? Oh, that would be a real treat if. Whatever you're most inspired to play, but I would sure love to hear an original or Flores, anything Flores. Certainly beautiful.
Let me see. I need the A harp. Here we go.
Okay, should we check it out? Give me an A. A.
Hey! There's all kinds here. I got the Java Joe song.
A Java Joe? Is it an original? Original Gerard?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be if you, whatever, up to you. Whatever you would like to play. Is this what's the name of the song that you're gonna play?
Oh, I forget now. And I've mentioned Java Joe's.
Ah, who's called the Java Joe song? Java Joe song? Java Joe song?
Myself all befuddled here. Sorry about that.
No problem. We're all human.
It was automated, no?
This one again, or do you want to do the Flores one or the Java Joes?
Let's do the Florida.
Flores. That was the. You know what they say? First plan is always the best one. Yes.
Flor de las Flores.
Flores de las Flores. Beautiful.
And I think I do it out of D.
D. Classic. Love D. That's my favorite key.
Flowers.
Flower. And do you know what inspired that song, or where that comes from?
Oh, well, it came, I don't know if it came from Mexico or from here in New Mexico.
Okay.
And I don't know the time, a long time ago. But,
And do you know, is it about a specific type of flower, or just a flower that was given to someone?
It was about a woman.
Oh.
A beautiful woman.
So you're saying that flower was a woman of women. She was a very special woman. Ah, okay. Ah. Do you know anything about
her?
Yeah.
No. Oh, I married her.
Ah. There you go. That must have been a very special flower. Very special flower.
Still is.
Beautiful. Gerard, I would love to ask about the word advice in two ways. One, can you tell me about some advice that someone in your life gave you that really stuck with you? And or what is some advice that maybe you've shared with your daughters or with people? Maybe it was the same advice that was given to you that you shared. But Gerard, tell us some words of wisdom from a wise, kind, true soul like yourself. What can you share with us?
Quit smoking.
Quit smoking. Is that right?
Oh, I smoked big.
Yes.
And,
For how many years did you smoke?
since I was a teenager into
Adulthood.
adulthood.
And and can you tell us something about what happened? One, what inspired you to quit, and what maybe positive differences did you notice after you stopped smoking?
Well, I have my two youngest daughters with me here, Jess and Joella, but they weren't born yet, I don't think.
Okay.
No, they weren't born yet. And they have two older sisters. One was 6, and the other one was 2 years old.
Okay.
And the 2-year-old, there she was at the ashtray, tasting the cigarette butts.
Oh my! And so that was a wake up call for you.
It kicked me in the butt.
Whoa! And so was it that day then, right then and there, or did you say, okay, I need to? Because I know some people try for years and years and years.
I was up to 4 packs a day.
4 packs a day.
I threw them all away that day.
That day, and never looked back.
Well, you look back, but you say, oh, and then you start coughing. So, oh yeah, I remember.
Wow. Incredible. Okay, so that's one advice. So quit smoking. And if you haven't started, we're not saying you should start just so you can then quit, right?
No.
But so, okay, so we
Quit
got
now that you
quit now.
It's a good start.
It's a good start. Okay. So that's one thing. What about, say you have someone out there either who doesn't smoke, or they say, I'll worry about that later. Any other bits of advice just as far as on this journey of life we're on that has helped you, or that you would advise? Maybe some things you've shared with your daughters, or if you meet a young person today that you say, let me give you some advice. Maybe life lessons.
Yeah. Don't do anything that's detrimental to you and your loved ones.
Okay.
And that'll hurt anybody else. Just try to help
Okay.
where you can.
Try to be a helpful
Try
person.
to be helpful. And
uh-huh.
I've tried.
Uh-huh.
So I had my TV show.
Yes.
I was always wherever I was.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
tried to help people.
So try to help people. Don't hurt people. Don't hurt people. Try to
Help people.
help people. Do things that you love.
Yeah.
And so music. I know music is a passion of yours. You're a family man. You have worked in bakery. What are some other things yet that we don't know? Some things that just give you joy. Some things that are just fun. Some things you know when you have some time to do. Here's something I'd like to ask you. I remember we were talking about walking. You said that walking is something that is a. Can you tell us just a little bit about one of your favorite places
To walk?
Yeah.
Oh, I have several. Well, in my lifetime, several. But when I living in Belen, I would walk. We were right there in town, and I would walk out of Gone Road up into the mesa and walk around with my dogs.
Wow.
Walk around in the mesa up there. You have to go.
Yeah. And this was after you had stopped smoking, or even while you were smoking?
While I was smoking.
So you can smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day and still go for these long walks. You must have been a strong person even with all that.
I was. I don't get it.
Uh-huh.
Because I saw other people just get really sick and
Yes.
die
Yes.
from it.
Yes.
And I don't know why.
Well, I think it's a credit to your strong spirit. Thanks to your strong spirit. Well, Gerard, I would like to share a song
Oh, please, yes.
with you before we go. It's an honor to know you always. Every time I see you, I feel a
It
bit
is an
better.
honor knowing you.
And I look forward to many more times together. The song I'm like to share with you It's a song called "Our Adventures Aren't Yet Over,"
Oh my.
and it's a song about friendship. Really, is what it's about people in our life, and it goes like this. It goes a little something like this. Maybe even we'll have my son. He might sing it through the door. Here we are together under the clear night sky, looking over the waterfall above the world so high. You have always been there when no one else could be. It's so good to know you and to know that you know me. It's been a long, 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 long road with many turns and bends. We've gone our separate way, but we've always remained friends. You shed tears of sorrow and tears of laughter. To be so playful and curious, that's all that we are after. But our adventures aren't yet over. No, 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 no. And it's far too early to go to sleep. I'm not even tired. Our adventures aren't yet over. No, 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 no. And it's far too early to go to sleep. Like so many before us who have passed and gone, who gave up on dreaming and singing their song. We've never stopped playing out in the great unknown. Just to have a friend like you, I never feel alone. But our adventures aren't yet over. No, 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 no. And it's far too early to go to sleep. I'm not even tired. Our adventures aren't yet over. No, 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 no. We're about to take the next leap. So there it is. Thank you, my friend. And thanks to all the good friends out there. And as we are approaching Thanksgiving, let us take this opportunity to tell the people in our lives who we are grateful for and that we appreciate them, and they make a big difference in our lives. And like you said, I think the most nourishing thing we can do is help other people, be there for other people as we can. And, things will happen, but we do our best to stay positive. Any closing words? My dear friend, it's been such a joy. Any final words you can share with us?
It's just everything that this guy says, just plus, plus, plus. And it's been so good to have you as my friend.
It's an honor. It's an honor to know you, and it's an honor to be your friend and to know your family. And thank you for your wonderful daughters for coming out here, and all the best to you and to your whole family and to everybody out there. May you be well, and just keep spreading your goodness. Everybody's got something. You've got something, so go out there and share it.
All of us.
All right. All the best, everybody. Take care.
Yeah. Everybody's Everybody's got something that nobody else has got. Everybody, you're the only one. And everybody's got something that nobody else has got. Everybody, you're the only one.